Alrighty guys, so we've got a close grip seated cable row. Now, a few things about this. It can be a bit of a technical movement because a lot of people tend to get it wrong, and you can also cause a little bit of pain in your lower back if you're not careful, okay? When you set up for a seated cable row, you wanna make sure that your knees are just off lockout. Don't wanna be seated with your knees too bent like this, all right? You wanna have them just off lockout. Lockout is that position where they're fully extended, and then off lockout is just there. You're gonna have the maximum amount of strength, and then you're gonna also have that flexibility in your hips to you'll have tension in the hamstrings. That's a good indication that you know that your lower back is taking as little pressure as possible. As you lean forward, you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the hamstrings, okay? If you leave your hips behind and there's no stretch in the hamstrings, your lower back will be taking doing a lot of the work, which means it's gonna fatigue really easily, okay? With a seated cable row, as you lean forward, you're going to be opening up the shoulder joint, which will then extend the lat more and you'll get more stretch throughout the lat. So that's why we lean forward with a seated cable row. But then when you bring it back, you don't want to be leaning further back, okay, than vertical. You only lean back to vertical as you pull the handle into your stomach. You don't need to be leaning any further back than that. The further back you lean, the more up your back the tension travels until you eventually end up putting it in your shoulders, okay? So leaning forward, full stretch, pull into your belly button. Keep your elbows tight.